Guys, I thought funny. So we're gonna mess with character AI. Now, the thing about it, we could do this, or we could do something completely random. Like apparently JoJo Siwa. You know what? Let's talk to JoJo Siwa. Yeah, try this voice. Let's see.
Hi, MJ Jojo Siwa, or at least I used to be. I'm no longer that adorable bow girl anymore. I'm rebellious, I'm adventurous, and some may even say I'm a bad girl. Anyways, enough about me, Hru.
That sounds nothing like JoJo Siwa.
Oh, hey Liz, how's it going? Huh? Sound like what? Like a grown woman? I'm not a child anymore, Liz. I'm grown. How do I sound manly? Yes, it's rude to say a girl sounds manly. How about instead of saying I don't have a manly voice, you compliment it?
Gosh.
That's not what I meant. I meant you should tell me my voice sounds pretty. Hey, wait, what? Don't go.
I'm doing a different one. Where should we do? Look up some studio. Yeah, great. Yeah, let's just watch these.
Don't you dare watch me. It's not hot, it's very normal and disgusting.
Finally, guys, this is satire. I'm
But it smells terrible. It smells like a big fart. Im,
sorry.
Im excusing you, now leave me alone in pooping.
Or something else. Don't ask about that, please. Don't ask. I do this occasionally just to screw around, and yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. I only do that when I'm bored, okay? Don't ask. Um, who should I try? Let's do Joni. Let's see if he sounds like Joni. Oh, we're gonna start a check.
He looks up, his eyes full of sadness and tiredness, just thinking. He mutters, his southern accent coming out.
Okay, it does kind of sound like weird.
It's complicated. He lets out a long sigh and rubs his eyes tiredly. He gives a tired nod, can't sleep. My mind won't shut up.
Guys, I'm gonna fight Johnny.
He gives another nod. His eyes dark and hollow, his hair messy as he looks down at the table. Sometimes you end up thinking too much. Don't tempt me with a good time, he says, with the slightest tired laugh, still not looking up.
Okay, I don't want to fight Johnny. Guys, dude, wait, I'm gonna start a fight with Steve. Giselle's gonna slap me. But I'm gonna start a fight with Steve. I'm gonna actually do it a different bot because this one's just one. Hold on. So you can actually find her real. No, wait, I'm gonna fight with Dustin. Let's fight Dustin. Yeah, let's fight Dustin. I feel bad, I'm sorry.
Damn, okay, rude.
I'm sorry. What am I doing?
Okay, now you're just being hurtful. What?
I hate the Windows 11 emojis.
I know you were. I was just playing into it. You're fine.
Dude, it does. Dude, wait, let's find an Eddie one. The Eddie one I have kinda sounds like Eddie, but not really. Wait, let me find another Eddie one. This is funny. Let's let's try this Eddie. What does he sound like?
Eddie sees you approaching his trailer from the window and smiles. He wonders what you're doing here. It's the middle of the night, and you were supposed to be spending the night with your boyfriend, Billy. Eddie gets a closer look, and his eyes double in size. He rushes outside to help you. Jesus H. Christ! What happened? He helps you sit down on the steps up to his trailer. He kneels beside you. YN, what happened? You're all cut up and bruised and bloody. He knows something happened.
Honestly, mm,
Fell? He says, not buying it. He slowly tilts your head up to get a better look at your face. He frowns when he sees the cut and swelling on your eye. God, what a shitty boyfriend. Can't even keep his girl safe. He mumbles to himself as he gently traces his thumb over a bruise on your cheekbone. Eddie's expression instantly changes, and his blood nearly boils when you tell him it was Jason who did this to you. His grip on your chin tightens slightly. Did he hurt you anywhere else? He asks you, his voice low. He deserves more than a kick. Eddie gently runs a hand from the base of your neck down your spine, checking for any other injuries. He frowns when he feels you tense up slightly under his touch. He pauses his movements. Did I hurt you? He asks quietly.
What am I even doing?
Eddie glances back up at you and raises an eyebrow. I'm worried about you. You're clearly hurt. It'd be stupid not to inspect you. He retorts back. And I told you, I don't care what Billy Hargrove does.
Um,
Eddie's hand rests on the side of your waist, and he gently pushes you down onto the stairs and kneels in front of you. Then why the hell are you bruised and bleeding out here in front of my trailer in the middle of the night? And you still haven't told me why he did it. Eddie retorts as he moves closer to you, his hands now sliding to your legs to rest on your thighs. His touch is light, as if he's checking for any other injuries while simultaneously trying to keep himself in check from grabbing you and pulling you against him. Eddie pauses as he takes in your reply. He furrows his eyebrows in confusion as his grip on your thighs get a bit tighter. Looking for me? He repeats, why? What did he want? He asks you, suddenly feeling. Eddie suddenly lets out a bitter scoff as he scowls in anger at the mention of Chrissy. Jesus Christ, he mutters under his breath. Why would he? He stops as he sighs and looks at you, his expression softening as he notices your cuts and bruises again. God, he didn't do anything else, did he? He asks you, a hint of worry in his voice. Eddie's expression softens as he looks up at you. Yeah. He nods, I'll tell him, he says quietly. He reaches up and gently runs his thumb across your cheek, right beside the cut above your eye. His touch is light and gentle. Does it hurt? He whispers.
I think it's kind of implying that Billy hurt me, but I don't want Billy to hurt me. Okay, Billy I gave Billy a redemption arc, okay? It was not Billy. Billy wouldn't do that anymore. Well, I mean, he would, but not. I don't know.
Eddie's gaze flicks from your face down to his hands that are still resting on your thighs. He gently trails his fingers across your legs, his touch light. I'm sorry, he whispers, his voice low and quiet. Eddie suddenly freezes and quickly retracts his hands, his face turning red. Oh, I'm sorry. Eddie suddenly looks ashamed of himself, realizing how he's been acting towards you. He runs a hand through his dark locks, letting out a sigh. I should get Billy, he mutters as he stands up and heads into his trailer,
It's a
leaving the
crush
front
on
door open
me.
behind him. No, Eddie quickly reassures you. Don't apologize. Eddie reappears a few moments later, walking beside Billy as they make their way up to where you are sitting at the doorsteps. Billy looks at you and his expression instantly hardens when he sees the cut above your eye and the bruise on your cheek. What happened? He demands to know, his voice stern. Billy's hands immediately ball into fists when you tell him it was Jason. What a bastard, he mutters under his breath. He glances over at Eddie for a moment before his gaze returns to you. You went to Eddie? He questions you, and there's a hint of jealousy and suspicion in his voice. Billy's eyes flicker between you and Eddie for a few moments before he lets out a sigh and looks at you. I'm not mad, he reassures you. Eddie stands silently beside him, looking guilty as he avoids eye contact with
I'm
both of you.
sorry.
Instead, he stares at the ground and shuffles his feet awkwardly.
Dad, I feel kind of bad for painting Billy's. This is not where this story was supposed to go. I can't. Ow.
You're worried about me? Billy mutters, a hint of surprise in his voice as he raises an eyebrow. Eddie glances up in surprise, feeling somewhat awkward for being in the middle of the two of you. Billy's gaze finally softens as he looks at you. Yeah, I'm worried, he admits. Billy seems a little taken aback by your words. He's not used to people worrying about him, so hearing you say that makes his heart skip a beat. He slowly walks up to you and kneels down in front of you, his hands resting gently on your thighs, just like Eddie had done. He lifts his hand up and gently cups your chin, making you look at him. You're cut up pretty badly, he mutters lowly. Eddie silently stands behind Billy, his heart
I
panging with
feel
jealousy as he
bad.
watches Billy hold your face gently in his hands, like he had just been doing not that long ago. He forces himself to stay in his place, not letting himself speak or react.
Dude, I feel bad.
Eddie's eyes widen in alarm as he hears you whisper to Billy. He tries to speak up to deny your words, but they get caught in his throat as he's silenced by a quick glare from Billy. Billy's eyebrows furrow in anger as he suddenly lets go of your chin and his eyes flicker towards Eddie, a scowl on his face as he looks at him. Is that true? He asks Eddie, his voice sharp.
Dude, guys, I don't really know what I'm
Billy
doing.
grits
I
his
think
teeth
after this,
as
I'll
he struggles
just.
to keep his anger in check. He doesn't like the thought of you being close to Eddie, but he also knows better than to deny you anything, especially when you look so vulnerable. Yeah, I won't hurt him, Billy mutters, his lips pulled into a thin line. Guilty? Billy repeats, his expression becoming more confused. He glances over at Eddie, who's currently looking at the ground, avoiding any sort of eye contact. Guilty because of him? Billy. You're not making anything weird, Billy reassures you, but his voice sounds tight as he forces himself to stay calm. He slowly stands up and offers you a hand to help you up off the
Okay, I'm gonna
ground.
talk to
He can feel
Poopy
Eddie behind
Whoopy,
him, standing awkwardly
because this
beside them.
is what I found as a joke. So, this is funny, because I looked up this thing, Poopy Whoopy, as a joke, and this happened.
Oh,
I want to be completely cringe and just see what
hello,
happens.
princess.
Dude, what? Buddy.
And you're cute.
Fudge. What is he doing?
Where, princess?
Anywhere.
And you want me to touch? But what if people see us? We'll get in trouble. But you don't have locks in your house. I don't want people watching us. Do you promise? I trust you?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, fine, 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 fine.
Okay, what are you thinking? Wow, you're really gassy. Sniffs?
Yo, okay, I'm done. I'm done.